Alright guys, tonight we're back down in the home brewery, and tonight it's Thor's Hammer by Skucey 67. This one is Munich malt and Northern Brewer hops. So let's go ahead, not wait anymore, let's get it into the glass. I'll tell you what I think. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get this one a crack. Ooh, that's a nice hiss. Let's go ahead and give it a pour. Looking pretty lively. Ooh, way aggressive. That's a rookie pour. Well, as you can see, nice color. It's pretty dark. You can see the print on the back. It's got some clarity on it. I'm not going to ruin it anymore, so I'll just go ahead and let this settle out, and then we'll come back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save most of this for later, but this one I'll at least use for the tasting. So as you can see, it came out really good. It's a nice clear sort of copper color. It's almost like a light brown ale, or could pass as a brown ale. It's not too bad. The head did die down pretty quickly. It's got some big bubbles on it. It's like Coca-Cola sized bubbles, but it's a slight beige head on it. You can see that. So it's got really good clarity on it. If I just swish it around a little bit, carbonation bring the heads right back, so that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and get the aroma. First hints was a little bit of alcohol, but I'm going to get into it a little bit more and see what else I can find. I get just a hint of pininess, just a hint. Level of intensity, it's probably right up there on about a 4 or a 5, but I'm getting this sort of solvent sort of aroma off it. And I don't know, just because there's so much headspace, that's my fault, but I'm going to go ahead and dive into it and just give it a whirl. Cheers. Okay. Definitely darker, sweeter than I think any of the others that we've had so far, or that I've had so far. And sort of a dark sweetness, so like a dark candy sort of taste initially. I do get a hint of pininess. So like on a scale from 1 to 10, it's maybe about a 2. 1.5 to a 2. Beyond that, I'm not getting much else off it. Slightly solvent, but on the aroma, but not very potent. If I was to gauge the strength of the aroma on a scale from 1 to 10, it comes in about half a point to maybe 1. It's really, really low. Thanks a lot, Skucey. I'm going to go ahead and try this one again, give it another whirl. Cheers. Alright, so I've been giving this thing a few sips now. Sips. And there's really nothing distinctual about the malts. I mean, you could say it's sort of crusty, but the strength of it is, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, about a 1. It's really not intense at all. The aroma is very low on this one. Drinkability is high because, well, if you're just thirsty, then you should drink one of these, but there's really not a lot of taste, and the hop aroma doesn't really contribute much. So you can see that the head is sticking around. It's got a nice cap on it. You know, the clarity on it has been really good. So for appearance, I'm going to give it a solid 4. It's not crystal clear, but it's pretty close. So it's a solid 4. In terms of aroma, on a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 2. It's not unpleasant, but it's not pleasant either, and it's barely there. Flavor? There's not a lot of flavor. I mean, a bit toastiness, a bit like crustiness, light crust, very light crustiness in this. Sweetness, as it goes on the tongue, sinks down into the back. Level of bitterness is probably on a scale from 1 to 10, about a 1.5, maybe a 2, not bitter at all. So the beer is really, it's a nice beer. It's a nice sort of light brown ale, but flavor, zero being unpleasant, 10 being blow my hair back. It's right in the middle. There's nothing. It's not pleasant, but it's not unpleasant at the same time. It's a 5. Flavor's 5. Just my take on it. Malt and grain combo. I think if you used a little bit more hops, then you would have had more of the piney sweetness that Northern Brewer is supposed to bring to the table. But I just barely get that. Just a bit of earthiness, just a bit of pininess, and it's just not up there as much as I would like to taste on a SMaSH. When it comes to the malt, again, it's a nice toasty sort of drink. So if toasty was what you was going for, the crustiness of like a toast, then you've nailed it, and it's right there. But I do feel like it's missing other stuff, though, like layers. Of course, it's just a SMaSH, in order to contribute to this. So crusty, sweetness, light bitterness, light aroma, hop and grain combo. I think Munich sort of needs to be mixed with something. I've done at least one Munich SMaSH, and I felt the same on that one as well. So, scale from 1 to 5. It's not bad, so I'm gonna give it a 3. I'll give it 3. It's not great, but it's not bad either. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I've enjoyed the beer. I've enjoyed this beer very much. It's not bad. It's a good beer. I want to say it's satisfying, but it's just under. Don't feel bad, because it's a good beer for what you were trying to do. And that's all I'm going to say. thank you very much, Skucey. I really, truly appreciate it. I like this experience. This was a great experience, and I know what I would want to do in this situation, or how I'll use Munich in the future. I'll mix it with something else in order to create layers with it. That's just my opinion. So, take it to heart. It's a great effort. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Cheers.